Welcome everybody to the RRR247 team conference call. We've got an action-packed night. We got a lot to cover, a lot to go over. We got a lot of people I want you guys to hear from. So get out your favorite pen, sharpen your pencil, get ready because there's going to be a lot of information coming at you tonight. I talked to all the instructors last night. They already know a lot of what's coming, but even they're going to be surprised tonight. So get ready. We're going to have a great time tonight. To all 16 new people who opened up your lines, welcome to the call. My name is Niall Eddy. I live down here in Southwest Florida. I've been in this industry for a little over 3 decades. It's been a great life for me. It has changed the direction of my life from a construction worker to an aviation mechanic into this industry, and it was the best decision of my life. I walked away from my job 32 years ago because the part-time income, the part-time gig that I thought I was going to get involved in just to spoil my kids with some extra money turned into an incredible lifestyle, an incredible income, an incredible career, and allowed me to meet incredible people along the way. I dove into this and I became a student of the industry, and about the 2-year mark after joining the industry, I found myself making more in just a couple of months' time than anybody I've ever known in the past was making in an entire year. So obviously that was a good decision, but more important to me, it provided me a life that was a dream for me because I had kids, right? I was that dad who got to put my kids on the bus, take my kids off the bus, be involved in their life. My son was a football player, so all the way from Pee Wee to high school, I was at every practice and every game. I had a daughter that played volleyball. I was at every practice and every game. I had a daughter that was a cheerleader before she got into bowling. And I even went to cheer camp with her. And every now and then I'd even get my pom-poms out and dance with them because it was just fun. I like being involved in my kids' life. And when the high school decided that they needed a bowling coach, guess what? I became their bowling coach. I raised my hand. I love the bowl. I had my ABC card for a lot of years. I knew what I was doing. And I got involved with the kids. It just gave me another reason to be involved in my kids' lives because all 3 of them were bowling and they were on the team also. I love helping kids do great things in their life like that, but especially when they're my kids. Any reason I could get to be involved in their life, I did. But I never could have done that without being in this industry and having the kind of time freedom and financial freedom to live that way. So I've known the co-founders here, Rory and Tanya, for 29 of the 32 years that I've been involved, and it's been an incredible ride. But I'll tell you what, guys, it's never been as good as we have it right now. Everything that we have right now is just mind-boggling to me sometimes. I told everybody last night, I got to wake up and pinch myself to realize what we have and what we're doing and what's coming and what we're going to be able to accomplish with all the announcements you're going to hear tonight and over the next 3 months, finishing out the year and starting in the next year. This is our season right now in this industry. Weight loss is an incredible industry. The weight loss season is upon us. I don't know if you noticed, we have some incredible weight loss products, right? That's lean, lose weight while you sleep, and while you're also improving your digestive system and getting your proper rest that you need. But lose weight while you sleep, lose weight. This is the weight loss season, guys. Right now is when we need to jump in. Right now is when we need to be increasing our ads, increasing our posting, sharing your testimonies on Facebook as often as you can. Everybody here, everybody that's using the product has some kind of a testimony. Get out there and share it. Share it on all your social media, run more ads, do whatever you need to do, and samples out to the family members and friends and coworkers that you haven't talked to yet. Just share your testimony. Let people know what you're doing. If you let them know what you're doing and you have a great weight loss product, they'll come to you. They'll ask you for a sample. They'll ask you what's going on, but you got to get out there and let everybody know what you have. And right now is our time. Every year, we try to have a better year the following year than we have this year. The first quarter of next year is the most important quarter. How we launch that 2020, right? Well, as you all know, we work this business 90 days at a time. So what we see right now is the result of what we've done over the last 90 days, right? So how do we set up the next quarter? This 90 days. This last quarter leads into 2022. If you want a different life, if you want an increase of any kind, increase of time freedom, increase of financial freedom, increase of any way in your business, in your life, now's the time to do it. The last quarter sets up that first quarter, and we've got everything. We've got incredible stuff at our disposal. I'm going to introduce someone to you guys right now. This is our first guest speaker. This is the big surprise, one of the big surprises that we have for you tonight. When I first met this guy, he called me on the phone, and right away I could see he was a down-to-earth, real, good dude. And on top of all the business information that he was sharing with me and all the networking that we were doing, he asked me this one question: "Niall, do you like to fish?" Everybody that's known me for a while knows how much I like to fish. Obviously, it was an instant bonding between me and this guy. And, then we went on to talk more about the future and the plans and everything that he's involved in and he's doing. He is a down-to-earth guy. He's an incredible guy, but he's a serious businessman too. He's been in this industry. He has like 100 years of experience, damned into 30 years, because he's done so much, right? He was a top money earner in 3 different companies, an incredible international traveler, an international business builder. He's got a passion for what we do. He's been in the field working. He was a marketer who turned into a company owner because he wanted to build something that will last forever, something that we can work until we're done working it and pass it on to our children if we want to. We can retire in 5 years and keep receiving the income because of what they put together, or we can work it forever and pass it on to our kids. And that's the kind of company that him and his business partner are building. He, what else can I say about this guy? Besides, he's a businessman. He's a company owner. He's a dad. He knows what we need out there in the field. And of course, my favorite part, he's a fisherman. And I think I'm pretty sure I got a chance to go fishing with him once or twice this upcoming year. We've got some plans. Oh, and he happens to like the same tequila that Roy and I like. So he's got to be a fantastic human being, right? It's my pleasure, you guys, to introduce to you the co-founder and president of Velavita, Mr. Jeffrey Mack. Jeff, your microphone should be able to unmute, and thank you for getting on here and sharing all your golden nuggets with us.
Thank you, Niall. You looked incredibly handsome. But anyway, I appreciate the warm introduction. Great to see you again, Stacy. Great to see you. Great to see a lot of the friendly faces that I've met over the past months and year with, with Velavita. So I don't know how many of you guys were on our Founders Update call last night. However, we gave some updates. 2021 has been an incredible year for us. We've actually grown since, a year ago, over 1,600%. It's just been remarkable what's happened. We've got we've got a product line in 3 very simple but very high impact products that are just flying off the shelves. We've got people, I approve the commission checks every week, and we've got people making serious money already, and we're just getting started. We're only, 18 months old, a debt-free company, and my partner, Costa, and myself, we built this to be a legacy event. We built this to run for the next 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years and beyond. And so I always get excited when I talk to a group like this. And what I mean by this, I mean a group of entrepreneurs, a group of people that are looking to, you guys could be, I saw somebody who had the World Series on in the background. Suzette, you guys could be watching the World Series right now, but you're taking your time here because you want to do something special for yourselves and for your family. So I want to, I'm the same way. That's how I got in this industry. I'm a civil engineer as my background. I worked in the building business. And after about 3 years in there, from 87 to 1990, and if you guys remember those years, for those of you that are old enough, those were lean years. That was a very down economy. And so that's when I had to be open-minded to look for other things. I got introduced to this industry, and a light bulb went off in my head, and a neon blinking light, and just said, Jeff, this is your chance. And, I'd be quite honest with you. The passion was there, desire was there. The talent was not there. I was 25 years old. The experience was not there. So it took me, for anybody that is a successful entrepreneur, really forget about entrepreneur or any business, but certainly in an entrepreneurial world, you've got to beat your head up against the wall a little bit to increase your value to the marketplace, to get in that groove, to kind of get your feet underneath you and to push forward. And the reason why so few people do is because so many others quit. So many others could not take the negative self-talk, the talk from other people around them, the mental anguish. And that's what it takes to be an entrepreneur. Now, I'm not here to scare you guys. You guys already know most of this stuff. But I do want to remind you of something here. And that is, you may have heard this saying, fortune favors the bold. Fortune favors the bold. I can tell you that if you look at someone who got lucky and made a lot of money, you're looking at one of two scenarios. Either A, they got lucky and they don't appreciate it and they're going to lose it all again. Okay. Like, i.e., so many big lottery, Powerball lottery winners. Or B, you're looking at somebody that got lucky after years of hard work and years of fighting through and years of getting better. So fortune favors the bold. You can sit back and wait for things to happen. You can sit back and, watch things happen, or fortune favors the bold. You can lean in and make things happen. So here's what it takes to make things happen in our business. And you guys have got your prospecting system, your recruiting system, your funnels, where you take prospects, from one place to the next place to get information. Okay. Your job is to continue to put people in those funnels, okay, in that funnel. And you have to do that consistently. Now I'll tell you the first big success I had in this industry. I was with the company for 15 years. In that period of time, my first year, I was grossly underpaid. And then I started to get paid what I thought I was worth. And then a few years later, I got paid more than anybody was worth. I made over $8 million in that period of time with that company. But I also sponsored more than 500 people in that company. Now, how many of those people went on to do great things? Well, let's look at the numbers. You guys have heard of the 80-20 rule? That's real life. So out of that 500, 400 did nothing. 100 did something and earned some money. Out of that 100, you have the 80-20 rule again, where 20% of that 100 or 20 people went on and made career type income. So if you're doing the math, that's 20% of 20%, which is 4%. That's 4 out of 100. Okay. So if you want, in our business, you can make really, in Velveeta, you can make really good money with only 2 good people. But if you have 4 good people, you can make that much better. And so that means that you will have to enroll 100 people, okay, minimum, in order to, I'm assuming you guys are here because you want to make, significant money. Nobody needs to make $1 million a month, although some of you may want to. But hey, 10,000 right now. But 10,000 a month, 5,000 a month, 10,000 or more. You're going to have to turn the numbers I'm talking about doing. Now, here's the thing that I also want you to understand is nobody expects you to do this overnight. Okay. You've heard the old saying about, mastering something takes about 10,000 hours. Okay. So I don't know how many hours you're putting in to your business. If it's 10 hours a week, you do the math. Okay. That's a lot of weeks to get to 10,000 hours. So give yourself some time. So what you can do, just so you guys will know, the first 54 people I talked to when I first got involved in this industry told me no. Some of them were not so nice about it. And most people just would die. I was crushed, but I kept pushing through because I had a coach that told me, Jeff, so What's 55? You got to get to 100 before you judge anything, right? And you got to fill your pipeline up. And I just continue to do it. And guess what? 55 said yes. 56, 57 said no. 58, 59 said yes. And that's when I started to have some success. My confidence grew. When my confidence grew, I started to do more. But what happened in that beginning, okay, before I started to get any success, was all right here. And I suspect that some of you are wondering whether or not, this is worth your time. Maybe you're working, not seeing some results. The question I have for you is, what are you doing with your time? Because you need to be one form or another introducing a minimum of 2 people each day to Velavita. Okay, 2 people. And that means 2 people watching a video, 2 people learning about the product, 2 people. And then you follow up on those same 2 people later that day or the next day. I like to call it 2 a day, 10 in play. That means 2 people a day. So after 5 days, you got 10 people that have looked at your business. Some of them may have said no, but you keep doing 2 a day until you got 10 people in your pipeline all the time. And then guess what? You keep adding 2 a day, because ideally, with Stacy and with Niall, with your instructor's help, we're going to get those people out of the pipeline. And no is okay. No's an answer. Okay. So whether it's no, whether it's I want to try the products, or whether it's I want to get into the business, the whole goal is to fill the pipeline up continuously. And you never stop doing that until you get to that 100 people that are sponsored. And even then, you'll take it back a little bit. You won't totally stop. Right. And so remember, my first company, I sponsored more than 500 people. Now, again, that was in 15 years. And as I told you, my first few months was pretty lean. I had 0. So I caught up after a while. So the key to this is consistency. It's a little bit every day. If you guys got had the sensation of seeing a nephew or a grandchild, and with your kids, every day you didn't notice how much they grew until, at the end of the month, maybe you put them up against the wall where you had the last mark. But with your nephew or with your grandchild, you don't see them in 3 months and it looks like they've grown a foot, right? Well, that's what'll happen when you look back. But when you're in the moment every day, when you're in the hunt every day, when you're in those activities every day, it doesn't seem like anything's happening. But I can promise you, your skills are growing, your confidence is growing, you're putting in the necessary time that it takes to do that, and things will continue, things will happen. But fortune favors the bold. It's not going to come, money is not going to come leap into your account. Prospects are not going to come search you out to sign up. You've got to go share what we have with them, and what you're looking for is the right person at the right point in their lives. And a lot of times you find the right person, just not at the right point in their lives. And you keep in touch with those individuals. Maybe those are some of your best customers. Okay. Sometimes you'll find the wrong people. It's just weed them out immediately and you move on to the next people. So you're looking at the right person, the right point in their lives. And that may not be today. It might be next month. It might be next year. Okay. But the one thing is if you're still doing the same thing, if you're still building Velavita, for example, a year later, a lot of those people that told you no, who expected you to quit, like everybody else that's approached them, they see you doing the same thing. They're going to look at you a little different. And when their time has changed, their timing, their personal timing, their interest levels change, then they're going to maybe look to you because you are consistent, because you're still doing it. By that time, have created some success for yourself. And that's when you're really going to see the fruits of your labor kick in. So the point of what I wanted to share with you guys tonight is, number one, fortune favors the bold, but number two, consistency is the key. And being consistent at filling up your pipeline and following up, right? And getting customers and getting members. And at some point, that activity is going to yield results that are going to allow and provide a quantum leap from where you are to your next level in Velveeta. So now those are my thoughts for tonight. You know, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. I know you guys got a packed agenda here tonight, but I wanted to share those things I was thinking.
Jeff, I got like 20 golden nuggets written down on a piece of paper in that little bit of time. So, I mean, I can cover some of the top. I loved what you said about just be employing yourself, taking this serious, and you got to learn how to employ yourself because it's not easy doing what we do, working from home. We got a lot of distractions like the refrigerator that's only 20 feet away and the television's right over there. And we have remote control that goes across the room anyway. We have more distractions. I love it when people say, oh, you work from home, you're lucky. I'm lucky. You have no idea how many distractions I have. I am home when the dishwasher breaks down, right? So I'm not at the office. I'm home when it breaks down. So learning how to employ yourself is important. And we have a lot of people on here that are very part-time all the way to full-time, right? So some have 1 or 2 hours a day. Some have 4 or 5 hours a day. Some have 8 to 10 hours a day. It doesn't matter how many hours a day you have. It's how productive you are in hours that you do have. So learning to employ yourself and then don't quit on yourself. Don't ever quit on yourself. We have so much. I mean, that's the president of of Velveeta, you guys. That's the guy, the co-founder with him and Costa together are building something that we can take on forever and pass on to our kids if we want to, like we said, or retire in 5 years. I don't know why you would do that, but you could if you wanted to, because they built that fair of a plan. They put that kind of structure in place because they know what that means. So when Jeff was telling his story, Jeff, 100 people, he sponsored 500 and 100 of them stuck around for a little while. And then out of those 100, 80 of them quit. 80 of them still quit. Did we lose them? Oh, there you go.
20 of them, that 4% will make you a fortune.
So we always hear in this industry, don't worry about the no's. No's mean you're one step closer to the yes and all that stuff. And you got to go through the numbers. You got to get your share of no's to get the yeses. You think Jeff should have spent more time focused and trying to figure out why 80 of those 100 quit? Or you think he did pretty good just spending time to work with the 20 who had the vision to see what he had? I think that worked out pretty well when you start talking about $8 million income from him spending the time with 20 that had the vision instead of worrying about the 80 that didn't have the vision and gave up on themselves and quit on themselves and, went back to their job and punched in the clock and got told when they're allowed to go to the bathroom or take a day off and all that stuff that comes with a job, right? Yeah, I think it was a pretty good decision, Jeff, working with them. I've always been that way too. I don't care about when someone says no. I think it was Don Miguel Ruiz, the 4 Agreements. The first book I read was "Don't take anything personal." If I share with somebody what I'm doing, and they said no, they weren't saying no to me. That was the first thing I had to learn. They were saying no to whatever it was I was showing them. It had nothing to do with me, right? So if I showed it to enough people, some are going to like it, some are not going to like it, and I just focused on the ones that liked it. It's a beautiful industry, and it's something that what most people don't understand. And I think you touched on it a little bit. No, I thought you were going to go that direction. This is something we've been doing all of our lives anyway. I've told this story before. We go to a movie, we cry or laugh real hard. We get out of that movie, we go tell everybody about that movie, then they all go see it. We go to a restaurant, new service, nice steak dinner with a good glass of wine. We left the restaurant. We told everybody we knew how great that was. And they all made reservations and they all went there and ate. We didn't get commissions from the movie theater owner. We didn't get commissions from the restaurant owner, but we sent him a lot of business. Now companies like Jeff and Costa are putting together are saying, hey, if you're going to share like you did that theater and that movie, we're going to reward you for that. We don't have all the distributions and we don't do the advertising. We don't do that stuff. You guys, if you guys go out there and share our product with other people like you did that restaurant and that movie, we're going to share our profits with you. That's all this is. We've been doing it our entire lives. We just never got paid for it before. So all you brand new people, what was there, 16, 17 new people? If you're looking for something that you could take to the marketplace that's going to change people's lives, and you can feel really good about what you did and build yourself a nice income at the same time, you found your home. We welcome you with open arms. This is the place to be. Where else would you rather be, Jeff? And how about this is our season right now? Do you want to touch on that a little bit? What the holiday season?
Yeah, I mean, the fact of the matter is we October was a record month for us. In the rest of this fourth quarter, November, December, we just introduced a new flavor. We got some exciting other things that are coming up here before the end of the year. And so this really is time to make hay. But more than that, more than this being harvest season, it's also planting season, because what we do now sets us up for Q1 of 22, and what we do in Q1 of 22 sets us up for the rest of the year. So literally you can use this as like a sine wave, or you use it as like a springboard, right? And so you want to use it like a springboard. Everything you build now is a plateau to where you start to build from at a higher level in January. And so timing, literally an hour or 2 hours that you put in to the business today will literally 5 years from now be worth 1,000 man hours.
Goodness gracious. Everything is math, isn't it? When you just sit down and break it all down to math, it all just makes sense. And whether you're part-time or midway or full-time, we've got incredible vehicles to take us wherever we want to go. Well, personally, and I speak for everybody else on here, I wake up every morning blessed that I got talked into going to Fort Lauderdale with Rory when he was working on his book, so that I could meet Costa and eventually meet you too. And I feel blessed every day that Velveeta has become a part of our lives and a part of this this group and what we do. And we're glad to be a part of you're the company that you and Costa are building. The Louis Vuitton of network marketing companies, I've heard people say.
Thank you. Now we're blessed and honored. We're blessed and honored that you guys have joined us, you and Rory and Tanya and all the wonderful people that you have in your team and leading your teams. And guys, we're literally, like I said, we're 18 months old. We're just getting started. So what we'll do together over the course of the next few years will literally be generational. The results will be generational. And so we're excited that you're on this journey with us. And let's go make a big impact for our families.
Yeah, fantastic. That's huge, Jeff. Generational.
Yep.
Yeah, that's big. Like these guys have heard me say it many times before, and Rory says it too. I've seen this movie before. Jeff being the number one earner in 3 different companies before he started this. He has seen this movie before too, and he's rewriting the script to make it even a little bit better. Thanks, Jeff, for everything you said, everything you do, all those gold nuggets I got down on paper. We appreciate you and look forward to seeing you soon.
My pleasure. See you guys all soon. Take care.
Thanks, bud. Woo! I was ready to sign up all over again. I don't know about you guys. I don't know about you, Stacy.
Well, that's why I went and tracked where my package is.
Awesome. Oh, goodness. So, guys, we're in the right place at the right time. Excuse me. We have incredible things that we get to take out there to the marketplace. Before we go into a little bit any more about the system and some of the announcements that we're going to make, we love on these Tuesday night calls to introduce some of the leadership here. I told you guys that I've been here for 32 years. I've known Rory and Tanner for 29, and they're incredible human beings. I'm not going to have all the time to tell that wonderful story about them, but I guarantee you want to be here next Tuesday. I'll try to share more of their stories so you know who those people really are. But they're wonderful people who have attracted some other good people with them, brought them into their circle, and shared their passion of what we have and what we can do for other people and take it out there to the world. And that group of people are blessed and got to take it out to even more people, right? And every now and then, some of those people just, man, they catch on to the fire. They understand the system. They see it. They work every bit of it, and they kill it, right? They grow and they build huge teams, and all they do every single day is help more people get that same passion, understand it as much as we do, and teach them how to pay it forward so they can keep doing it. As that team's growing, those instructors move up through the ranks to a certified system instructor, and then a platinum system instructor, or gold system instructor, then a platinum system instructor, then a master system instructor. So, when that person gets to the master system instructor level, they really get it. They understand what we have. They can answer all the questions. They know how the system works. They can teach any part of it to other people. And obviously they have helped a lot of other people along the way to get to that point. One of them is near and dear and sweet to all of us. And she just happens to be a label winner and has her name on a label. She's a friend to all, a mentor to many. She's a master system instructor, Miss Donna Meyer. You know how much I love you. The microphone is yours. You can unmute. Put that wonderful jungle in the background. Look at that. You can't unmute.
She's not co-hosted.
There we go. Oh, thank you, Niall. And I am so blessed to be part of this organization. I have to tell you, I've been here almost 5 years now. And when I first got in, I had retired. I went on Social Security and found out real quick that wasn't going to pay any bills. So I had to find something. Here I am at 60-something years old, and I got caught in the market crash in Florida in 2007. And when I went to sell my house in Florida and moved back to Texas to be closer to my kids and my grandkids, I found out my house was worth half of what I paid for it. So I had lost every penny of my retirement, basically. So I came back penniless, and I thought, what am I going to do now? So I found this online. Thank God I did, because I've been really successful with this. And if I can be successful with this, honestly, there's not one of you listening in that cannot be as well. And I didn't do it by myself. And I think some of the things that Niall was stressing are so true. You don't get to be successful by yourself. You bring a lot of other people along with you. And I have to give credit to my team. My team is growing and growing and growing. And I think that is the key to this process that Rory has developed. If you build your team and bring as many people with you in the process as possible and help as many people as you can, you're going to be really successful, and you're going to find your income snowballing. And I have some very special people tonight that I would like to introduce. And this instructor is very near and dear to my heart. 5 years ago, I started out with a really good team, and like Jeff said, not everybody comes all along with you. And I want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to my MSI, Kathy Metzler. I appreciate you. And PSI, Shannon Hamilton. I don't get a chance very often to say thank you, but know that I really do appreciate you. And I'm growing my second group now, and I've got some awesome people. Not too long ago, actually, I was on the phone and I was talking to a nurse, and she was a mom, a grandma, and COVID had just gotten started, and she was still working as a nurse. And she has become really my right arm. She covers for me when I need somebody to cover for me. She's totally dependable, and she gives so much love and care to every single one of our students. So I'd like to introduce Lori Evans. Lori, please tell your story.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Donna. That is so sweet. And yeah, I just, it's going to make me cry. I swore I wasn't going to cry, but that's how it goes. So Stacy's over there cutting onions or something. So with that said, I did come into this about 2 years ago, and it was just about shortly before the pandemic hit. And, people always ask me, how I found this or how I got into this. And the funny thing is I can honestly tell you, I don't know. I don't know. I prayed for it. And one day I was on the phone with Donna, and I don't know if I answered an email. I don't know if I made a phone call. I was just praying and praying and praying for something to do at home, because I was kind of in the same type of position that Donna was when she came into it. I didn't know what I was going to do. You know, being a nurse was not my lifelong dream. It was because I was raising children and had to put food on the table. You know, that being said, I am a nurturer by nature. I'm a mom, I'm a grandma, I'm a nurse. And so growing things is what I like to do. I like to grow teams. I like to grow people. I like to nurture people. And I've got some of the best teachers here, from Donna to Stacy to Niall to Linda to Nell, you know, Kathleen. And these are all people that have worked just as hard as the next person. And that doesn't mean that just because they're not on my team that I can't learn something from them. I will tell you that this last 6 months has been very enlightening to me for many reasons. One being that I am now learning from my students as well, which is kind of a neat little thing. And you know, the pay it forward is great as well. You know, you're never too far up the ranks to learn, and you're never too far up the ranks to be, you know, giving somebody else a hand up. So with that said, I do want to introduce one of my students. She is fairly new. I want to tell you guys, I'm proud of all of my students. They are great people. But this gal here, she's going to be a force to be reckoned with. She's been here since beginning middle of September. She's a mom. She's got a brand new little baby, and with all of that, she's, like I said, she's only been here like 6-8 weeks, somewhere in there, and she's already just moving right through the ranks, and she'll be an instructor in training in no time. She does anything I ask, and she's got the sweetest heart ever. So Rhoda, could you please unmute yourself? You can either hit the space bar or the little microphone, and you can go ahead and tell a little bit about your story on how you got here. We'll just have to make it a little on the quick side. Thanks, guys. Love you all.
Well, thank you so much, Laurie. I hope, did you hear me okay? Something like that? Okay. Yeah, I goes by the name Rhoda, but my real name is Nyapot. It is just a traditional name, so it's some kind of difficult to pronounce. So I am a new mom, and I was looking for something to do at home. And I go online, and I find called RRR247, and everything I read in there, they just moved me. Like, I say, okay, this is for me, and I have to do this. So I've been working as a cashier, my previous job, and I had a baby on May, and I was like, no, I'm not going to put my baby to the daycare. So I have to spend time at home. So I registered myself right away, and I said, this is for me. And then I got an email on my, and then I got email right away. And then the next day I called, and that's when I met Laurie, and we immediately become best friends. And she always tell me everything, I mean, the way that I could understand them. And well, I just love how she explained everything, because they seem so complicated, and the way that she explained them, it is just so easy. And yeah, she's so encouraging. Like, she encouraged me every time. Rhoda, you will be caring. So I've been here like for almost 2 months now, and I could say this is the best thing that could ever happen in my life. Like, I never do online marketing or something like that, and I never do something for myself. I was a mom, and I was doing everything for other people. I was like, no, I never do something for myself, and this is something that I could say that I do it for myself. Every time I go to sleep, knowing that I have something to do which is for me, and not others people. So I could say, I think I was destined to be here. I was destined to be part of this family. The great mentor that I found in here, I never seen it. Rory, all her videos, all his videos and the trainings and everything. It is just like, this is not something that you could do today and tomorrow you can get over it. No, I feel like this is school. Like, you learn while you earn, something like that. Because this is definitely something, a professional business where you have to learn. You are not doing something that easy that you can just get the money. But this is you're doing it on your, based on your knowledge and everything. So, which is something very good. Like, I feel like this is, I was blessed to be in here. So I just said, if I wasn't destined to be here, so I could not be here. So I was destined to be here. I just want to thank Lori for being a great instructor, and for Rory for being a great mentor for me. He doesn't know how many people that is changing. He doesn't know that, but it's changing a lot of people. So in this family here, we are, I could say we could all be proud of Rory. And I could not forget about our queen, which is Tanya. And I just love her training every Saturday. And she mentioned something that I always keep it on my mind right now. She said she never had a patient before, but she borrowed it. And she's, and she tell us that to borrow her patients. And I could just tell you now, Tanya, that I borrow your patients. I borrow your patient. This is a business that I could not, it's not for myself. I know this is a great legacy that I can leave it for my kids, and I can introduce it for my others relative, that this is something that it is opportunity which is for lifetime, and it is not just something that you can do for today. So this is a legacy. And well, I'm just happy to be here. Thank you so much all.
Thank you, Rhoda. Thank you so much. You mean so much to me.
Welcome with open arms, Rhoda. And yeah, we all love Lori too. She's the best nurse ever. And we all love Miss Donna Meyer, that's for sure. And you can see how, we all just keep attracting more and more people like us, and that have passion for what we do, love helping other people, and get to pay it forward and take all this stuff out there to the rest of the world and share everything that we have. And if that sounds like you, to all the new people, what was it, 16, 17 new people that were here, if that sounds like you, that you want to be a part of, then you found your home. And we welcome you all with open arms, big time. And everything that we have becomes yours, because we're one team, one family. And like I said, after 32 years in this industry, we've never had it as good as we have it right now with everything that we have. All right, thank you. And thank you, Lori, for sharing. Thank you, Donna. And I'll see you all soon. So we have some other stuff to cover. How much time do we have, Stacey? 48. We have 12 minutes left. So
I can fill it.
Okay, so I want to talk for just 2 minutes about the holidays that we kept touching on. If you don't know what ads to run, if you don't know where to place ads, if you don't know where to share your testimony, if you don't know how to put a 90-day plan into motion starting tomorrow morning, get with your instructor, or 2 up, 3 up, 4 up, whatever it takes to get with your MSI and sit down and go, okay, I'm ready. Where are the tools? What do I have? What can I do? Here's the hours that I have every day to work, or every week to work, or every weekend to work. Donna, what are my tools? What do I have at my disposal? Help me put together a 90-day plan. It starts with 1 day at a time. This is what I'm going to do on Monday. This is what I'm going to do on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Repeat next week. Repeat next week. That's a 90-day plan. And you just adjust on the fly as you're going. Do what's getting you results. And if it's not giving you results, stop doing that and do something else. Just find out every method that you have to get out there to the world and pay forward. You don't have to know everything here. You don't have to know how the whole system works yet. You don't have to have your PBS page completely done before you start sharing. We have great products to share. We've got how many products in there, Stacy, for Cash Network Direct? I don't know where we're at. We're going to have at least 40 when we're done, right?
We have 14 right now with more coming.
With more coming, we'll probably have close to 40 by the time we're done. That's 40 items that we feel are going to be valuable to people out there. But guess what? It's the holiday season. Right now is when they're shopping. Right now is if people think, well, you know, it's the holiday season, they're going to take time off. Nope, they're out there shopping. They're looking for stuff. They're shopping for everybody on their Christmas list. But don't forget, there's birthdays along the way for the next 3 months too. There's other stuff going on for the next 3 months. People are out there shopping and shopping and shopping right now, and it will be till about January 5th probably, when all the the Christmas sales are over, then the New Year's sales are over. They're out there shopping like crazy. Why not shop with you? Oh, they have to know you're in business first. They have to know you have that stuff. They have to know that you have these products that they're looking for. They have to know that you are someplace that they can go shopping at. That's it. Just go. So get out there and just do as much as you can every day and post your ads, share on social media. If you already have your products, great. Even if you've been taking them for 3 days, you can talk about how they make you feel. Share that. Put it on your Facebook. Wow, I tried this new Tropics product that's designed to increase my dopamine, make me feel better. I can't believe how good I'm in a good mood. Even the kids messing up the house doesn't bother me anymore. Whatever it is, just share how you feel. Share something, and people will come to you and say, "Hey, Beth, what are you talking about? What is that you have? What do you mean dopamine, making you feel good, lots of energy? You don't care if the kids are messing up the house. What are you talking about?" They just come and ask. "Hey, Dale, tell me more about that Facebook post you put out there. Hey, Alex Mangian, I'm sorry if I butchered your last name. Tell me, I just seen you put something on Facebook yesterday about a lose weight while you sleep. What's that all about? Share that with me. Hey, Rhoda, what was that you were saying on that call? I got on that call and I heard somebody, Lori invited me to call and I heard you talking. And then I realized you're on my Facebook and you're putting stuff out there. Can you share more of what you're talking about? Can you spend some time with me? All you got to do is just put stuff out there and people come to you. We're not talking about going to the mall and standing in front of the doors at Walmart with a handful of samples going, please take this, please take this, please take this, please take this. We don't do that. We just share it. Get out there and share, you guys, because now is our season and it's a big one. So I'm sorry, that was more than 2 minutes. Stacy, you got a lot of good stuff to talk about because we got something big happening with our Cash Network Direct offers, don't we?
Well, first of all, the biggest thing that Brock was on here for a little bit. He's a dad of 4, single dad of 4, and it was toddler's bedtime. So he apologizes that he couldn't stay here to tell you guys first that one of our offers wants to make sure that you guys understand how amazing you are in bringing them sales. They are ecstatic. And I'm looking at the numbers. I'm looking at the amount of clicks kind of thing that we're bringing in. And it's been kind of funny because just last night on the instructor call, we actually talked about this offer, how there was a lot of confusion on it. But you know what, you guys? Confusion causes clicks. And I'm talking about the churro link. You guys have brought in more sales than All Things Taco, All Things TACO, All Things Taco, than they were expecting from us.
So wait, Stacy, I remember having this conversation. I'm not a fan of churros, and I'm like, really, churros, home churro kits? People are going to buy home churro kits?
No,
Well,
they're buying the taco t-shirts too.
I guess they're out there, so I'll go ahead and build that page and put it on my page too and put it out there. I guess somebody might buy a home churro kit. So now it's gone from really, do people buy home churro kits to we are selling more for them than anybody.
You guys they wrote pages about churros, and the link you guys were using was taking them to the All Things Tacos. And several of you, I have the emails and the instant messages to prove it, have been messaging me going, this link isn't the right link. This is going to a t-shirt. Yes, All Things Taco. What is not to, if you all don't like tacos, we have an issue. but they are t-shirts that are taco sayings on it. Okay, these are great gifts at any time of the year. You guys are selling them and you didn't even know it, because people were coming in to read about churros. They saw the t-shirts and they were like, squirrel. And then they came across the churros. They bought again. Do you know why? Because you guys made that link go as an outbound link to the All Things Tacos page. And when they were finished buying, they came back to your page and went, wait a minute. I actually came here for churros. They went back and they looked for the churros. When shoppers are shopping for what they want, they will look for it. It doesn't matter. Rory says it all the time. It doesn't matter how good or bad a product is. No one knows about it unless you're sharing it. And most of you that are sharing this you're not out there on Facebook going, I need to get to $500 by the end of the week. Who's going to buy from me? All of our friends go unfriend, right? We're out there going, check out my new taco t-shirt.
Yeah.
I went to the bowling booth today and I'm wearing my adulting now, wine later. I got several compliments on it. I'm like, we need to find some wine t-shirts. Go with the taco t-shirts.
I'm going to write that in chat, Stacy. Look, share, don't sell. That's what we do. We share. Don't sell. Don't go on Facebook, go and buy here, and make your profile look like a used car lot.
Yep. But as a thank you from Fiesta in a Box is what it's called.
Write it down.
No. This is going to be a share. I'm going to be giving it to the MSIs. These are 2 images for Christmas for Fiesta in a Box that you guys can use for advertising. There's also another offer that's really excited about all the work you guys have been doing. Hush, Lori, hush. She's over there. No, it's not them yet. But someone else who's really excited about our sales, Cursed Cosmetics.
Ooh. I guess Halloween was a nice little boost, though.
It wasn't just Halloween. You guys, we've been cranking it on these guys since we went live.
Right, but Halloween had to be a big.
Halloween was a big one. She's also giving us some, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures that we get to share with the MSIs to get out to you guys. These are not going into the Dropbox where we can't find them because, well, first of all, Rory's in Mexico and I can't get Rory to put these in Dropbox. I'm just going to get them to the MSIs. We're going to get them out to you guys.
We'll share them in all the chats, the Skype chats.
Yep, get them out on the Skype chats. And that's the other thing, guys. If you don't know who your MSI is, get on your chat and ask. You know, we're all good. Now, all right, Lori. Whoa. Some of you come out, pronounce it woo-woo. It is whoa. Okay? For those of you that don't know what the heck I'm talking about, it's a body scrubber. It's the best body scrubber ever. I actually have one in my guest room. I have one in our actually 3 in our bathroom. One for I have the face one, and my husband has one. I have one, and then we have one for our guests. I'm probably going to order more so that because we're going to have a lot of holiday guests. They will be going live by Friday.
Boom.
We've been talking to them. We've been working with them. They are scared of us and the damage we can do because before we haven't even gotten our links and we've wiped them out of their inventory twice.
Yeah, I was going to say for the new people, Stacy, explain that the damage we can do. Well, the damage we do is wipe out their inventory with too many sales that they weren't expecting, even though they were warned.
Yes. It's a high quality issue when you're dealing with RRR247, you guys.
Right.
Now, I want to challenge you all on your holiday pages. Sell what's on the truck. Sell what's on the truck. If you don't have a link for an offer, don't worry about it. Sell what's on the truck. I have 14 items with 15 coming, another to make it 15. Plus, I know of a few more.
So we have like, we have 14 offers that we could put all 14 of those on our holiday page.
Yes,
So Stacy, normally we run our advertising to our anchors because that's
correct.
the most relevant thing we have, and we want to get the traffic there. And that's what's building the biggest incomes. And that's what's building legacy and residual incomes. But in the holiday season, that traffic should be on our holiday page with
Yep.
14 different products on it, right?
And don't forget, guys, on that holiday page to include the anchors. Okay, every single mall has anchor stores. They do not even sign the paperwork to build a mall unless they have contracts with anchor stores. If you're not in the anchors,
So that's 16 offers on the page.
there's more out there already. I mean, we've got other things out there. You can talk about Bitcoin, it's a free stocking stuffer, virtual stocking stuffer.
Holiday shoppers, holiday page.
At a holiday page, yeah.
We cross market to 72 other things, but we got 16
yeah.
things listed on
Get
the holiday page. Holiday shopping right
Yes.
here.
Yes, you guys can get your own holiday shopping done for the majority of your family. We don't have a lot of toys, but we do have a backyard football game that is meant for all ages. I really challenge you guys, sell that baby. Do me a favor, sell it.
Yep. Listen, guys, and for the new people, I want you to know what Stacy's saying here. We got these 14 items. Let's move them. Let's run our ads. Let's post. I need you guys to understand something. This isn't part of any company where we get commissions on those sales that Stacy's telling you to do right now. It's not a referral-based thing. It's for you. You're the one that makes the money. We're telling you to do it for you. We're not making any money on that. We're telling you to do it for you. We want to see you make the money. We want to see you get that cash flow that you need to launch your business into 2022. It's
And if you guys are struggling with, you're frustrated, you're overwhelmed, and oh my God, I would need to get into this, but my gosh, I've got life in the way. Deep breath, get focused, get your family on board, because you've heard the story of what this company has done for Donna, what it's done for Lori, and in less than 8 weeks, what it's done for oh my God, Rhoda. Okay, us Marine moms, we have a saying, who brought the onions? That means you made us cry. That was a heck of a story. I got my Kleenex right here.
Good job, Rhoda. Good job. I was about ready to hide my face at 1.2. I remember that. So, yeah, what time we got? It's 10:02.
It is
We're
time
past
to
the
go.
hour. Any closing comments?
Questions, go back to your instructors. Instructors have questions, go back to your MSIs.
I'd like to say happy birthday to Hortense.
Yes.
Hey, happy birthday, Hortense. Today is your birthday?
Yes.
Well, guess what? There's one more person that has a birthday tonight, too. Miss Melissa Goebel, one of our MSIs. It's her birthday also. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna stop the recording.
Oh, Lord.